Talk about a true test. This is going to be quite the battle between Brock Lesnar and Test. I hope the ring is reinforced because the bell has rung and this match is officially underway. Brock Lesnar has had one heck of a 2002. Brock Lesnar, just an absolute animal inside the ring, has been unstoppable. And it only helps that he has one of the great minds in this business, Paul Heyman, in his corner. Brock Lesnar just driving those massive traps into the midsection of Test in the corner. Test has the experience levels over Brock Lesnar, but right now, Brock Lesnar is just outpowering Test. Paul Heyman loving every second of it. That smile on his face says the entire story of how he feels about how this match is going Lesnar's way. However, Test starting to get back into this match. Test starting to unload some rights at Brock Lesnar. Test went for that big boot. Lesnar realized trouble was coming and rolled to the outside onto the floor to avoid the danger that was coming his way. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman are talking strategy. Brock Lesnar has a second to regroup. In fact, he has 9 seconds to regroup. On that 10th, of course, he gets counted out and loses the match. That's the last thing you want when you're this close to becoming king of the ring. With each King of the Ring winner, it has always led them to greatness, always taken them to the next level of their careers. And it could very well be the beginning for one of the all-time great careers for Brock Lesnar. Test just clubbing away, kicking away at Lesnar, leaving Lesnar exhausted in the corner. Brock Lesnar counters and sends Test hard into the opposite corner, but Test managed to get the elbow up. And it's again that Test who gets the elbow up. And a spine buster by Lesnar. The referee checking in on Test. Lesnar just driving elbows into the chest. You knew this was going to be a heavy hitter between these two Goliaths. You got to wonder what it's going to come down to. Willpower, strength, charisma. Brock Lesnar saying, come on. I mean, there's just a list of things that this match could ultimately come down to when it comes to who's going to win this match. Experience being a big one too. Being that Test has the experience over Brock Lesnar, that could ultimately be the difference maker. However, right now, it doesn't seem to be doing too much for Test, being just how powerful Brock Lesnar is. Lesnar ducks. And a backdrop suplex driving Test into the mat. Lesnar looks to put away Test right here. Test managed to get the shoulder up. What a clothesline by Lesnar. Just pulled Test by his hair up. Just a clothesline him back down to the mat. Brock Lesnar cannot afford to let his emotions get the best of him. Brock Lesnar, look at the way he just manhandles. Just with ease, picking up, driving Test onto his knee. The spine of Test connects with the knee of Brock Lesnar. The 6'8", 280 pounder. Then you've got Brock Lesnar, 6'5", 300 pounds. An absolute beast. Test with an inverted atomic drop to Lesnar. Look at that power slam. Lesnar countering the momentum of Test. Heyman told him to go cover. Not quite enough. Heyman has valuable knowledge when it's time to strike. Heyman is wise in telling Lesnar, you got to stay on your opponent. Any chance you have to defeat your opponent, always take it. Lesnar just yelling at Test. Lesnar going to head to the ropes for some added momentum. But Test, with a sidewalk slam, drives Lesnar into the mat. Heyman could be sick. Had his mouth completely covered. And worry about Brock Lesnar. Lesnar back on the attack, though. Test hit hard to Lesnar in the corner with that clothesline. Certainly coughed Lesnar off his guard. Test again, keeping on the momentum, keeping the foot on the gas. This could play out very well for Test. Lesnar gets caught. And a full Nelson slam as Lesnar gets driven. Lesnar manages to kick out at 2. It's not going to be that easy to keep down Brock Lesnar. Lesnar getting up one more time. Test calling for the final blow. Perhaps looking for the pump handle. Lesnar counters. Test blocking Lesnar's attempts to take him down. Lesnar got blocked with back elbows from Test. Pump handle slam. And there it is. Test got all of it. Brock Lesnar stays alive. Brock Lesnar managed to survive. Test calling the final blow. Here we go, the big boot. Lesnar sidestepped. Lesnar's got Test. Nope. Test ducks. There it is. The big boot. Colossal shot to Lesnar to advance. And again, Lesnar manages to leave this match on a thrill as he kicks out. Brock Lesnar ate that boot and managed to survive. Lesnar's calling for the final blow. Lesnar having a hard time getting back up to his feet. Pushing the ref out of the way. Heyman took a cheap shot. And it allowed Lesnar. F5. There it is. Brock Lesnar's going to advance. Lesnar is just one step closer. Brock Lesnar is one step closer to being king in the ring, to being King Brock Lesnar. I got to say, though, there was a little bit of help from that distraction from Paul Heyman that led to Brock Lesnar being able to connect with the F5 on Test.